right, everybody, what's up? What's up? How's it going? We're getting this Facebook free stuff down, people. All right. Okay. So, how's everybody going? The things are rocking and rolling. The campaign is just on fire. The campaign is on fire. All right. So, shall we take a look? You want to take a look? Cool. Me too. Let's take. Oh, the infinity. So, here we are at this current campaign, right? Now, if you happened to be in the last campaign, in fact, let's see if this works. If I go here and go like that, this should turn it into the last campaign, and you get, oh, you get that. That's okay. You actually get this. Look at that dog. Isn't that a cute dog? If the campaign expires and you get this, wouldn't you be like, oh, look at that? Wouldn't you want to wipe the little doggy stuff out of his nose? Yeah. So the campaign is on. Let me get it back. If I go like that and that, I should get it back. Let's see. Yeah. So if you go here, you get to the sales page. Oh, can't be found. All right. No, it can be found. Where is it? It's right over there. All right. That was close. Anyways, so what's behind this is this. All right. So, we have entered the big time now, people. For the first time ever, we've got an automated email sequence behind the sales page. Oops, that was my guy. So behind this, the customer enters and they get an email sequence that keeps them abreast of what is up, and it's right here. Isn't that cool? And so let's just go through what it is this be all about. Because, okay, that looks like an underdown picture of Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Okay, so basically, I argue that I can teach anybody, no matter, it's designed for Bibi and Booby, busy people. If you're a busy person, if you're an executive, if you're a working mom, a working dad, you're just getting it done, this is designed for you, okay? So we're going to myth bust in just a second, but I want to show you around the neighborhood. So what we do, right, is we location and value, placement and tone. Location and value, placement and tone. These are the foundations of everything in life. So at first, we break it down just to black and white, right? And we do that through technology, just like the old masters. The old masters, they were the greatest of all time. Old masters were the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. They weren't like Picasso. Picasso was an ugly man. He's a small man. He painted like a sissy. He don't know how to paint. Old masters were the greatest of all time. And so the old masters leveraged, all right? They leveraged the latest technology of their day, all right? And so that's what we're doing. We're following the footsteps of the old masters. And we'll talk about that in the presentation that'll be up just in a second. But I want to show you kind of like what the philosophy. We break it down just to the black and white. Attack, secure the perimeter. Okay, we're not drawing Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Watch how cool this is. This used to okay, so basically the cameras are fighting, all right? The cameras are fighting. Boom! Was that cool? Was that cool? The cameras were fighting because the browser and the light was trying to pull everything. I solved it! I solved it! I solved it! All right. So here's your canvas, right? And there is over here, if you can see me, over here is your, I'm gonna go presentation mode. Here we go, right? And so you turn it upside down because you don't want to be painting noses and eyes and lips and getting all, there's, this is about keeping it loose as you can for as long as you can. Perfectionism is interdict. You're not here to be a perfectionist. You're here to be loose. So you start out like this, right? And let's see if I got it. Yeah. So you start here in the center. All right. So you start here. And then I'm going to show you. Here's the prototype. Where is it? See how organized I am. It's so organized. In fact, we can keep that there. Okay. So this is a sort of beginning thing that we did in class. Okay. It's about an hour and a half there. Hour and a half. We're just rocking and rolling. So we go into, let me get out of presentation mode. Let me erase the green thing. Get out of presentation mode. Get rid of the slide. Okay, so this is how we roll, baby. Are you ready to roll with me? Are you ready to roll? Huh? Come on. Where's the music? Let's get some jam. You are so beautiful. The worst song I ever wrote there. Anyways, so we go into the center. Do you see? Right? Then we go upper left. You see that? You see the grid lines there? Then we go upper right. You got it? You see this over here and that over there? Do you got your bearings, right? Now we're gonna go down. Okay, we're gonna go down. Understand? Understand where we are? All right, so let's do that again. And then we go this side. All right, so we're going in a clockwise manner, like that. So we just went from here to up here to over here to over there and over there. Now let me show you how that looks. Let's go to the side panel. So we're about here. We go rock out with your block out. We rock out with the block out. Then we go 30% reduction in terms of definition, 20% reduction. We're bringing the definition closer and closer to us. We are using the way the eye, it's a scientific method, the way the eye perceives tone, we're leveraging in it. All right. So now we went in the class, we went from here to here to here. Then I go to stop motion because by this time you get it. And this is 10%, and this is the finale. So this here is basically a representation of that there. So let's go through it again. Center, got it? All right, you see what's happening there? Do you see what's happening? Now we're gonna go from the center here to this quadrant up there. Then we're gonna go here, here, then we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna go down here. And that is working the canvas At the same time, you don't focus. I'm gonna make the lips perfect. All these perfectionists out there. I'm gonna make the eyes. Oh, her eyes are so beautiful, right? So you see all these portraits with everything in a certain rendered in a certain way, and the eyes are like, or the lips are like. You can see these guys. Their ego trips are all there. This is not about the ego, all right? It's about getting it done, getting the job done. All right. Oops, I keep doing it. See, those, you're learning all my secrets. That's my Foley. Foley. That's how we get the claps, man. All right, so we'll get out of here. And we'll do this again. And we're going to go center. Do you see it? Right? Then upper left. Do you see the work? Do you see what's happening? Right? Here's the lightest tone, the darkest tones, the midtones in between. Location and tone, placement and value. Location and tone, location and value. It's not about your feelings. I'm going to express myself. Nobody cares about your expression. The emotion is at the end when you kick butt and you rock the canvas and you approach the canvas with courage. That's when the emotion comes in. Now you're gonna I'm emoting. Do you emote when you make a building? No. Do you emote when you cook a meal, an amazing meal? No. The emotion comes in. It's like, oh my God, that's the most beautiful meal I ever had. That's the emotion. Oh, this is the most beautiful house I've ever seen. That's the emotion. So now we're going over to the right. Boom. Okay, you got it? We're up in the right-hand side there. You see? So we're just going tones, proper location, proper location. Boom. Understand? Boom. Okay? So, now let's do it again. Let's do it again. Do you wanna paint like I do? Come on, everybody. Do you wanna paint like I do? So here is the finished product, and it looks different, right? This looks different than that. Do you know why? Why? Yes. Because, okay, you see? Do you understand? Did you understand? All right, so let's do this again. We're going center. All right? So what do we do? Let's just, so we remember here, we go center, upper left, upper right. This is hideous. Will it be over? Okay, you understand? So we're going like this. That's how we're going around the canvas, people. Oh. And oh, come on. No, I keep going. Okay, erase all ink. Jesus. Oh, with all the ink is still there. All the ink is still there. Okay, we can get rid of that, right? All right, come on. I'm just this disaster area today. Okay, let's go. So, there we go, like that. More better like this. Come on, erase, man. There we go. All right. Jeez, you see what I do for you? All of the things. Okay, so let's do this again. Go to here, right? So, boom. We work on the center. I can see where I can actually improve something there if I wanted to. Cool. Anyways, upper left, right, upper right, down. You see the choices I'm making? You see that? The different shapes. Then there. And that's it, man. And that's it. Alright? And that by the end of the thing, right? You turn it up like this, and then you go, yeah. Alright? So that's the method. And it's a method that I invented here in Paris. Yes. As a... Well, we'll talk about it. I'll show you. So we don't need to say that. We don't need to say. Alright, so let's get to our presentation. Yeah. Okay, Marilyn, he got to go bye-bye now, girlfriend. We got somebody else that we want to talk to, so let's see how I gotta get. I have to go to over here. I'm going over there. Then I'm going here. Okay, this will just be in 1 second. There we go. Thank you. Bob says, make your boat just come alive. All right, we don't want to go through all this. Keep it simple. Small tool set, virtual atelier. This is it, man. You're looking at the virtual atelier, baby. Okay, and the 5 Alive method. Set up, prepare, enter into the world of tonal impression. Locate what you needs to be and let go. Come on, all right. What's this method all about? It's all about you. We'll go through all of this stuff. Okay, so let me get my incidental music. In Jerusalem, the Jewish people have Jerusalem. The Christians, the Catholics have the Vatican. The Muslims have Islam. But what does the artist have? What does the artist have? What does the artist have? It is Paris, of course, it's a Paris. Okay, that's me going live. Champ de Mars, Eiffel Tower, not 1, 2 at the same time. Plein air, you have to. Okay, exhibitions, been there and done that, got the t-shirt. And it's about paint, like the greatest of all time, like the greatest of all time, like the greatest of all time, like the greatest of all time. Like the greatest of all time, like the greatest of all time. Got the t-shirt. I've done it all, right? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, done it all, baby. Yes, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about don't be stupid, okay? That's the core. That's the core of this method. Don't be stupid. So many, the art world is filled with such stupidity. The world is filled with such stupidity. This is a war against stupidity. So we're going to talk about this method. Okay? And so there was this tree when I was growing up. This big, beautiful oak tree that we all used to love to climb. You know? And all the kids in the neighborhood, we'd all gather around this tree, and there was no grass around the roots, because we were just jumping around. And then I remember one late spring, early winter. I mean, late winter, early spring, late winter, early spring. I remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, it began to rain, and it began to rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain, and then the winds came, and there was the slush from the snow and the wind, and it was windy, and it rained and it rained and it rained and it wind, and then one day, finally, it was forever. It's like, okay, we're gonna get to go back and climb the tree. The sun came out. Then we all came outside, and the tree had fallen over. The tree had fallen over. It was horrible. And so, the workmen, they come out, and we all kind of, came to pay our respects, to kind of say goodbye to the tree. And so, this one neighbor walked up to the workman and said, "Hey, what's up? Why did this tree fall over?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, well, hey, listen, I'm the supervisor here. I studied this species. From forever. I know this species of tree very well. It's this type of oak that has this tremendously large root profile in terms of circumference, but it doesn't go very deep. It only goes like a few feet deep, even though the root profile is larger than the canopy. It only goes maybe 2 feet, 3 feet deep below the surface, and when they get the slush and the rain and the wind and the slush and sometimes it's just like this. All the forces of nature, a perfect storm, come together, and yes, once in a while, these big, beautiful trees, the right weather happens, and they just kind of fall over. And the dude goes, "Well, okay, well, you see those pine trees over there? They're like 50, 60, 70 feet in the air. They're right next to my house. Is the same thing going to happen to them next time?" And the guy goes, "No, no, no, no. Come on. Totally different species of tree, totally different root profile. Those roots, as far you see how far it goes up, those roots go deep, deep, deep down into the ground. So an atom bomb could go off, and these trees would be still standing. Don't worry about it." So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story: this method has got some deep roots, baby. This method's got some deep roots. It's spawned from a rich heritage that goes back over 500 years, right? Even though I showed you a bunch of fancy stuff just before, its inspiration goes back over 500 years, and it's deeply rooted in art history, scientific fact. That's right. And a realistic tradition. And yes, I took that. I took that photo. No, it's true. It's true. I suck at taking, pictures with the phone. You know those people? Don't you hate them? They just whip out their phone and they're all of a sudden, they're a cinematographer. I'm not one of those people. Anyways, I'm not, and definitely not one of those people. Thank you. All right. So, let's go to the Louvre. What do you say? Let's go to the Louvre. I'm going to take you to the Louvre. We're going to see the Mona Lisa. All right? All right, so come with me. We're in the Denon Ring. We're in the Denon Ring. All right? There's the Richelieu, Sully, and the Denon Wing. Am I missing one? Anyways, so we're going up here. We got to go follow the Mona Lisa. And then it's really weird. You go up this, it's like you're in the basement, and you got to go up the circular staircase, right? Follow Mona Lisa. You walk down the Hall of Statues, which is a Galerie d'Art. And so there's all these tremendous statues from the Roman Empire. You see Caesar, these obstruction urns. Am I saying that correctly? And our destination is the green dot. So let's follow the green dot, and then we're going to go see the statue of Nike, the winged statue of Samothrace, which is the inspiration for the Nike shoe brand. It comes from here. You want to see Nike? We got to go up them stairs, and then Nike's right there. And there's Nike, the winged victory, all right? That statue is maybe 300 BC. So this goes from the Hellenistic era through the Roman Empire. So that's from 300 BC to about 300, 400 AD, right? And so, oops, we're going the wrong way. And so now, all right, we're right there. Boop, boop, boop. We're right there. Then we're going to hightail it. How do we hightail it? To the right, then to the left. And we're going to be in this medieval room. So we're going to jump about 1,000 years to about the 1300s, 1300s, right? So we're going to be right there. They call it the Salle de la Sept Met, the 7-meter room. Why it's 7 meters, I don't know. And so there's me, like the most hideous, the hideous portrait in that room. I'm trying to go live. It was a disaster. You only get they say, is there Wi-Fi in the internet? Is there Wi-Fi in the Louvre? Yes, in the basement. So I was going live, and it was just a total disaster. Anyways, so in this room, it's the scary baby Jesus room, all right? So here's Jesus as Danny DeVito, here's Jesus as Joe Pesci, and of course Jesus as Christopher Walken, as you can see right there. And so what you have here is flatness, ugliness, scariness, medieval. You know, when these paintings were being painted, the great cathedrals of Europe with the gargoyles and the scariness and the priests with the big hat and the eyes wide shut, man. The eyes wide shut vibe. This is the painting that came from the medieval scary crusades, eyes wide shut sort of thing going on. What am I trying to say? Okay, this right here may be one of the most important journeys you can take in terms of understanding Western history and understanding why we are where we are today. Okay, so we're in the Salle de la Sept Metz. We're on our way to see the Mona Lisa. We go from room 709 to 710. We cross that threshold, and that threshold represents about 50 to 100 years, which is a blink of the eye in terms of human history. We're walking towards the Mona Lisa. Now we're here in the Grand Gallery. Yes, this is now from the Middle Ages through that threshold to the Renaissance, okay? So now we are, like I said, Salle de la Sept Metz, 709. We're now in 710. The Grand Gallery, the Renaissance, the beauty. We are going to take a look. What do you say? We have the Louvre, of course. So the Grand Gallery, baby. All right, the Mona Lisa is right that way to her right. She's got a special room just for herself. But here in the Grand Gallery, you move from the flat ugliness, scary baby Jesus into voila, Raphael, 3D, gorgeous realism, jumping off the canvas into your face. That's not a sculpture. That's not marble parquetry. Parquetry. That is oil paint in all of its majesty. And then oh, come on. We go. Then you have the emotion. This is not Jesus Christ looking at like some freaky alien baby. This is a human being suffering the passion of Christ in the story in the Bible. And then you can see the sweat, the blood, and the tears through realism, through tonal perception. And so now, this arguably right here is the most radical painting in the whole room. Boom! Completely destroys the scary Jesus, completely destroys the King of Kings that came down here to die for human beings, to suffer for the sins of man. All of that story, all of that fear that made gargoyles for 1,000 years evaporates in one painting. This is Andrea Soleri, and they call this a Da Vinci-esque representation of the Christ child. And so now you look at this, all these fear, funny hats, Latin eyes wide shut business. And now the fear, the sensation you see when you see this Jesus for the first time in history, for the first time in 1,000 years, you see, oh, a little baby. Oh, isn't that adorable? So now like the internet today is filled with cute cats and cute doggies and all these pictures of cuteness that make you feel, oh, isn't it adorable? This is the same thing. People will so up to here with all the fear and the scary says, okay, I'll take your story about the baby Jesus, but now I'm going to paint it like a baby. And this was a revolution. Because the priests of fear, right? The Germanic tribes that weaponized the Christian faith, right? With the Crusades and the Inquisition. These were the Goths, the Visigoths, the Lombards, the Franks. These Germanic tribes that took over after the Roman Empire. They are the ones that came up with the gargoyles and all that crap. Then comes the Renaissance. So 1370, 1507. That's 100 years that went by in the blink of a threshold. When we walked over that threshold through that door, we made the biggest leap in human history from abstraction and scariness. Every culture has the African cultures, the Asian cultures with the dragon. Scary is easy, right? Every culture's got some scary sort of stuff going on. To create realistic beauty was a revolution. It was a revolution. I take your scary story, and stick it right up your you know what. All right? Because the answer to fear is beauty. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. So what am I trying to say? Well, let's go see the Mona Lisa. What do you say? Let's hightail it. Let's hang a Ralph and go see the old girl ourselves. Vous ici. Use is over my hair. And oops. I can see my slideshow. I have to do a little adjustment here. Is the whole thing gonna abort? Oop. We have it. It doesn't like the. I just reconfigured this presentation. Before the show, we may have to abort. Looks like we're gonna have to abort. Yep, the whole system is down. Yes. Anyways, so how did you like the presentation so far? Okay, I'm sorry, it's frozen. The screen's frozen. So, okay, it just came back. Okay. All right. So am I gonna have to do this? I think I'm gonna have to do this live with you. I'm sorry about this. Okay. I guess I gotta put that there, and then save and close. Am I done? Okay, so I guess we, oh, no, sorry. We are having the problems. I will get to it next time. You know, well, look at my chroma key. It's all crazy. You know, it's these times that you want to say, you, you know what I'm saying? When these things happen, you just feel like saying, oh, it looks like I got ants crawling all over me. That's all right, because we're up here. Okay, so that was it for. Okay, Marilyn, we're back to say, oh girl. So the painting class ends soon. Next, we're going to be doing I have a collection of 3 Marilyn Monroe portraits that I'm working on, and then it's on to maybe Jack Nicholson or something. I don't know. So keep, keep, keep what? Keep yourself posted. All right. So I'm here now, checking if the okay, great. So thanks for stopping by. All right. Come here. I know it's COVID. All right. Take care. See you next time.